Right, this is something that I'm sure is familiar to most of you out there. It's a Lee single stage Challenger press, turret press. Now what's this got to do with roll turnover on cartridges, here you all ask. Well, for me, roll turnover or roll crimping a shotgun cartridge, however way you want to look at it, it's not something I do a lot of. Occasionally, if I've got short cartridges and I'm using a particular wad and I can't get a load in with a crimp, I'll roll turn it. I mean, specialist loads like buckshot loads, slug loads, etc. Most of those require a roll turnover finish. Most of my cartridges are crimped with a 6-point crimp, so it's not something I do very often. Most of my 410 loads I do roll turnover, just so you've got a bit more capacity in them. And I know most of you out there will use a drill press to do your roll turnover. I thought I'd just share this with you, what I've come up with, so I can roll turnover on the press in my reloading room. First thing I've done is machine this head. It's got the 7/8 thread on there, the same as what's in top of the press, and that got a knurled finish on it there for a bit of extra grip. That screws in first, and that. And I've got my roll turnover heads. I think that one's 410. That one's 28 bore and 12 gauge. So I've got this. It's an old handle off I think it was a meat grinder or something, what I've utilised. Well, you can see that. I'll put the 410 one in just to show you. That goes up through the head, like so. Bit of grease on there to keep it nice and smooth. And if you can see, there's a set screw on the side of there. So I'll put the handle on there. Get a screwdriver. Little set screw on there locates. Have to locate this with the groove I've made in the roll turnover shaft. That's got it. That locates in there. So there's me turning mechanism. I know most of you out there are going to say, well, I won't use a drill press, but I don't do enough to rig one up in my shed. I'd rather just do it out here in my reloading room, what few I do. Now, the ram on the press, I've had to modify this. I've drilled this and tapped it for an M6 grub screw. There, you see that there? I take my base, what the 410 case head goes in. It's just a friction, works by friction. The more pressure goes on, the more it grips the base. That goes in there. Lock that down. So you can see the principle. I'll put pressure on the handle as I turn the lever. Turn the lever, and I get a nice roll crimp every time. I'll do one just to show you how it works. Right, got 4 on me pet loads there, 410 loads, 5/8 rounds of my homemade number 6 shot. That's what I like to use for squirrels. It's what everybody should try on the edge of the cartridge before they do any roll turning. This old petroleum jelly What I like to do is just get a little tiny bit, just put a little bit on the edge of the cartridge. Do this for all 4 of them. It's a good tip to use a bit of Vaseline or petroleum jelly when you're doing roll turnover on anything really, 12 bore and any of the gauges. Just preserves the edge of the case a little bit, stops it tearing. These have already been used 2 times, so I'll probably scrap them after this load. But, you know, a bit of Vaseline, a bit of petroleum jelly. I'm sure you've all got some of that in the bedroom. Right, let's see what these turn like. Put the head, the metal head in there. Slight bit of pressure down on the handle. Do this around the camera. And then slight bit of pressure, you feel it moving up. Doesn't need much pressure at all, very gentle. Pop it down, have a look. That's it, done. I'm going to say these have been used once before, so they're not the brilliant of roll turnovers, but that's one done. Do another one. That's it. All it needs. Quick 5 or 6 spins. Perfect little roll crimp. This works for all my gauges. Like I say, when I do any, but I don't do it very often, but there we go. 410 loads, roll turnover on the Lee Challenger press. Just thought I'd share it with you. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like and subscribe.